A crow can remember your face for 17 years. Not the mask, not the jacket, not the hat, your face. And the ones mobbing this stranger, they were taught to hate him by parents who never told them why. We have spent centuries using bird brain as an insult. We were wrong. A crow's brain is about the size of a walnut, but packed inside that walnut is a neuron-to-brain volume ratio that rivals the primates. The region called the pallium, roughly analogous to our cortex, is dense in ways we didn't expect from a bird. Crows use traffic as a tool. They wait for the walk signal before retrieving food they've placed under car tires. They cache thousands of food items and remember each location for months. They recognize cause and effect, plan for the future, and use tools. But the most unsettling thing a crow can do has nothing to do with tools or traffic. It has to do with you. It knows who you are, and it will not forget. In 2006, biologist John Marsleff and his team at the University of Washington ran an experiment that started simply. They put on masks, caught crows, banded them, released them. Within weeks, the masked faces were being dive-bombed across campus, not by the specific birds that had been caught, by crows that had never been touched. Crow to crow, the information had spread. A control mask, a different face, walked the same routes. The crows didn't react. It was specific. It was personal. In follow-up studies, brain imaging of crows shown dangerous faces lit up the amygdala and hippocampus, the same structures humans use to encode fearful memories. The crow brain does not generalize threat, it catalogs it. When a crow looks at you, at your jaw, your eyes, the specific geometry of your features, it is filing you, not as human, as you. And the question is no longer whether crows can remember faces. The question is how long. Marsleff's team followed their experiment for years. 5 years in, the masked face was still being mobbed. By then, many of the original crows were dead. Young crows learn by watching their parents, what to eat, where to cache, who to fear. When a parent mob dives a face, alarm calling, swooping, recruiting neighbors, fledglings observe. They encode the face. They inherit the enemy. The grudge had been passed down like a story, not genetically, culturally. The younger bird had never been caught, never been held, never been wronged, but it had been told. 17 years after the original experiment, the masked face was still recognized on that campus. The crows that originally learned it were long gone. Their grandchildren, maybe great-grandchildren, carried the memory forward. This is not instinct. Instinct is generic. Instinct says, beware of large moving things. What crows do is specific. It says, beware of this face, this person, this one. That is something else entirely. That is tradition. Crows live alongside us in nearly every city on Earth. They have been watching humans for thousands of years, long enough to develop specific, inherited knowledge about us, and we largely didn't notice. We celebrate oral tradition as one of humanity's great cognitive achievements. The passing of knowledge, of names, of histories, of warnings, from generation to generation without writing. Crows do this, not with language as we understand it, not with story or metaphor, but with the same outcome, a piece of learned information, socially transmitted, surviving the death of every individual who first acquired it. By the most functional definition of the word, crows have culture, and they may understand more about us than we understand about them. They know which humans are safe, which are dangerous, which have been kind and which have not. There are documented cases of crows leaving gifts, bottle caps, glass beads, buttons, for humans who fed them consistently, not trained, not conditioned, spontaneously, as if they understood reciprocity. We used to think that kind of social accounting, remembering who helped, who hurt, what is owed, was uniquely ours. The crow on the wire above your street has known otherwise for a very long time. The next time you walk beneath a crow and it turns its head to follow you, know that it is not a reflex. It is recognition. You are in its memory. You have been, perhaps, longer than you know. If this made you look up next time a crow watches you, share it with someone who walks past them every day without a second thought. Next episode, an animal with 3 hearts, blue blood, and a nervous system so distributed that its arms can think independently without asking the brain. The octopus knows something about intelligence that we are only beginning to understand. Until then, watch The Wire.